Hey guys, so I have given you a video on what my favorite movies of 2021 are, but let's get into why these movies are the worst of 2021. Most of the movies that are in this list are basically just disappointments because maybe their previous adaptions that came out, because some of these are mostly sequels, these sequels here did not live up to what the first ones did, because most of those actually may had made my top 10 in those previous years. So basically, this is not a list of maybe the worst movies, but they were disappointments to me as far as 2021 goes, as far as movies, and therefore they didn't make my top 10 movies of the year. They might have been right outside of it, but I'll get into it anyway. So coming in, there's no particular order to this, but Matrix Resurrections was just a letdown. It looked all right. I couldn't wait to see a new Matrix movie. I actually liked the first. The first one's fantastic. The sequels are not as great. They're all right, but they did a lot of things in this that just did not make sense to me, and it basically made it a very forgettable movie, and it was just nostalgia palooza all over in this movie, and I did not enjoy this movie whatsoever, and I'm kind of just blanked it out as it doesn't exist, in my opinion anymore. If I want to watch a Matrix movie, I'll watch the first one. Next up, we have Venom: Let There Be Carnage. Now, to be honest with you, this movie was better than the first movie, but it still suffers from the same thing that I did not like about the first Venom, and that's I like the look of Venom, but I cannot stand how they made him in this series and everything. And this movie was a letdown. Woody Harrelson as Carnage did save it a little bit, and all the Carnage scenes are fantastic. But then again, in the end, it's still just not a great movie, and it just kind of sucks. It is outside my top 10 of the year because and it's kind of sad when you go back and think about it. That a Venom and Carnage movie, you would think that would be in my top 5 of the year, but not this one. Sorry. Shang-Chi is a great movie. I like the movie, but the thing is, when it comes for me in my top 10 and everything, it has to have rewatchability. And to be honest, this just didn't have it for me. I didn't really care for the ending. There were some parts of it I did not like, and therefore it was a meh movie to me. And I mean, it's along the lines to me of Black Panther. I like Black Panther. Black Panther's a great movie, but this movie just did not hit it on the same level. I'm not going to be rewatching it. And while we're on Marvel movies, let's get into the Eternals. Another movie that we don't know nothing about these characters and everything. I know you're establishing this world and these characters and everything, but it was just another meh movie to me. It wasn't that great. It wasn't that memorable. To me, a good movie is if you are thinking about it days after you've watched it. You know. So the Eternals is a no go for me either. And then let's get into Snake Eyes, shall we? The origins. Basically, this is just an action movie with G.I. Joe sprinkles on it because it has nothing to do really with Snake Eyes. Yeah, it shows the kind of origin of him and Storm Shadow, but you don't even get any glimpse of it. That the marketing for this movie was fucking awful. They marketed it as a Snake Eyes movie, showing him in the last scene of the fucking movie. So yeah, it was just not a great movie. And then we got Conjuring 3. Now, this was a really big letdown for me because of the fact of the first two Conjuring movies are fantastic, especially the first one. And then to have a third one come out, I was looking forward to it, and it just was an movie. And I just cannot stand that it wasn't good. It didn't have what the first two had. I loved what the first two had with the demon and then the nun basically in the second one, and that's what it should have been. And the third one was just a letdown to me. In all, even as a horror movie. Now, these final three movies I'm about to list are by far the worst movies for me of 2021 because they were the biggest disappointments of 2021. And Mortal Kombat is right up there on that list because I was so looking forward to this new version of Mortal Kombat. I liked the trailer when it came out. I was like, okay, this looks fucking awesome, especially when you see Sub-Zero freezes Jax's arm and breaks him off and shit. So it looked fucking fantastic from the trailer. The opening scene of this movie is great, and then the problems fucking start. Why would you create a new fucking character for this movie? With fucking uh I don't even know his fucking name because it's so fucking awful. But the thing is, this was a letdown of a movie. It does still have watchable parts in the movie, but it was, uh, I just can't stand it. It's just a bad movie all the way around, and I just wanted it to be good, and I'm hoping they greenlit a sequel. Hopefully, it'll be better. That's the only thing I can hope, and that we can all hope, basically. But yeah, Mortal Kombat is definitely a trash movie for the year. Another huge disappointment movie was Halloween Kills. This was one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and it was a fucking huge letdown. I mean, it was just awful compared to what the 2018. It's like we get a good Halloween movie, then we get a fucking shitty one right after it every single time. So hopefully Halloween Ends, the last one, will be a lot better, but Halloween Kills was just an awful horror movie, awful Halloween movie, and yeah. But the worst movie of 2021 is by far Space Jam, the new Space Jam 2. I'm just going to call it Space Jam 2 because I don't even know what the fucking subtitle is for this. Everything was, you're trying to go with nostalgia on Space Jam and everything, and then you're putting LeBron in the GOAT seat. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. Michael Jordan to me is the GOAT, and LeBron, you're a wannabe in this fucking thing. And to be honest, your acting fucking sucks. It is shit, and it shows in this fucking movie. You're a dickhead. I don't like you. Just because I don't like him, the movie fucking sucks. It's a fucking, they're trying to be, update with the new basketball video game and shit. But it's awful. It is fucking awful. This is one of those movies like Independence Day 2 where it does not exist. Ghostbusters 2016 doesn't exist. But yeah, that's where I am with this movie. Alright guys, so that's some of the worst of 2021. I want to know what you guys are thinking are the worst movies of this year. Leave it in the comment box below. If you're not subscribed, by all means subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for letting me hit up to 1,500 subscribers. I do appreciate you guys. And like I said, if you're catching me now, definitely hit that subscribe button. Until next time guys, that has been the worst of 2021.